Look closely at where it all started. That isn't just wood, iron, and solid rubber tires straining against the mud. That's the beginning of an empire. Back then, you didn't just turn a key, you fought the machine. You cranked the engine by hand, praying it wouldn't snap your wrist when it fired up. The driver sat completely exposed to the elements, gripping a cold iron steering wheel, choking on dust, and deafened by the raw rattle of a primitive flatbed. There were no paved highways, just deeply rutted dirt tracks across empty prairies that would swallow a wheel whole. Then came the golden age of muscle and chrome excess, towering grills, polished fenders, and massive tires that finally tamed the dirt roads. It was loud, it was heavy, and it was entirely mechanical. It was a time when a rig was measured by the sweat of the man behind the wheel and the pure, unyielding strength of steel. Then we broke out of the mud and hit the concrete. The highway rig became a streamlined bullet, hauling massive box trailers across the country. The noses flattened out, placing the driver directly over the front axle, followed by the roaring turbo diesels that brought sleeper cabs and wind deflectors. The dashboards started looking less like cockpits and more like computers. And that's when the true shift began. The roar of the diesel engine vanished, replaced by the silent hum of massive electric battery packs. By the way, before long, the driver's cabin disappeared entirely. The truck became a windowless, autonomous pod, covered with sensors and glowing lights, navigating the highways with cold, mathematical perfection. But our hunger for cargo didn't stop at the concrete. The wheels vanished completely. The rigs began to levitate on magnetic fields, floating seamlessly above the ground. We didn't just build trucks anymore. We engineered planetary lifters. Mile-long modular land trains snaked across the harsh, dusty red landscapes of other worlds, hauling raw elements from the dirt to the stars. We entered the age of the behemoths, colossal, flying structures of an intricate architectural scale, powered by glowing plasma and shielded by shimmering energy fields. The technology went from advanced to completely impossible. We built engines with infinite energy, rigs that could pass right through solid mountains as if they were ghosts. We stopped driving across space and built massive gates to warp millions of tons of freight across the universe in a single heartbeat. Look at how far the machine evolved. Vehicles shifting like liquid metal, engines bending reality and warping the sky around them. We pushed technology to the absolute edge of existence. The ultimate truck was just an absence of matter, a literal hole cut out of reality itself, holding an infinite universe of cargo inside a silent black silhouette. We conquered physics, we mastered the cosmos. And then, the reset. Look at what happens when it all falls apart. The grand cosmic empire is gone. The quantum drives are dust. The universe has reset itself back to absolute zero. And what is left? A simple stick figure, drawn crudely in the dirt, sweating a single drop of ink. No anti-gravity, no plasma, no chrome. Just a man, a badly formed wooden box, and a frayed piece of string pulling his cargo manually across the exact same dusty prairie track where it all began. Progress is a circle. Turn the page and start again.